Alright, let me take you back to 2010. Yeah, 2010. 10 years ago now. So, whoosh! Let's hop in our time machine and go back. Because, in 2010, I was 10 years old, and I used to play online video games a lot. I was always searching, looking, trying to find the next pet care phenomenon, because I like animals. I don't like gun violence. I don't like violence, period. So, animals, horses, magical fairy fantasy, that was my thing when I would play video games. And I went to Build-A-Bear. This is Chocolate, who I made at Build-A-Bear at my cousin's party. And at that time, you would get, and I don't have birth certificate, it's long gone, but you still get birth certificates, but what I'm trying to say is, you'd get your birth certificate, and there would be these codes on the bottom. And you would take those codes to a website. Website would be Bearville. Build-A-Bearville, Bearville for short. And you could register and bring your little furry friend to life. And I did that. I loved it. I could only play on my Nana's computer, though, my papa's computer, because I could not for the life of me remember my login username outside of the keep me logged in tab. It wasn't until later that I figured out, yes, you can log in from this website from multiple devices, and you're not restrained to just one. But, I digress. So I had an account with Miss Chocolate here. And sadly, that account went the way of the dodo, because we suffered like a storm or power outage that messed up a lot of like social media accounts that were stored, or accounts that were stored on that computer in general. So my Build-A-Bear account with my Chocolate was bye-bye. But not always lost, because you could still make an account, you just wouldn't get a house. So I did that. And whenever I lost the login, I would do it again. And again. And again and again and again. And now let's jump to 2013. I hadn't stopped obsessing over Build-A-Bear. I would still surf the shopping website, put Build-A-Bears on my Christmas lists, but Chocolate was my only Build-A-Bear, because no one bought me Build-A-Bears. And I wanted this teddy bear. I wanted this white teddy bear who is, where is she? She's over there. I am too lazy to go get her. And I wanted this teddy bear. And, so I asked my grandparents, I'm like, hey, if I do chores, can I earn money for this bear? Because she was like $10, $12, something like that. And they're like, we'll think about it. And a few nights later, they had this app. The weird thing about Build-A-Bear is they'll delete their apps. They won't just leave their apps be like most game companies. Their apps will go bye-bye after a time, for some odd reason. I don't know why. But, they had an app. Can't remember what it's called, but it cost money. And the other one that hooked to your Bearville account and had like this collector encyclopedia thing, which was really cool, and that they should do again, because I loved that little encyclopedia, was not something you had to pay for. So I wanted the other app. So I asked my grandparents, I asked my Nana, I'm like, can I please have this app? It's like $5. And she says, well, ask your Pawpaw. And so Pawpaw comes in from, I think he was feeding the horses. And I ask him, and he says, well, I was thinking that if you were good this entire week, and you You didn't throw a fit, and you do everything we tell you, that I would take you to Build-A-Bear on Saturday, and we can get that teddy bear you like. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, 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 and you better believe I was on my best behavior. And so I got my bear, I got my Snowy, aptly named because she's all this nice white color. She's all huggable, but she's over there and I'm lazy. And she had a Build-A-Bear certificate, and it's important to remember that this account I had was not the same one with chocolate. So I did not have a cup condo, which was the little character house that you would get. So I was all excited. I was buying virtual furniture. I was saving virtual currency. There went chocolate. And I did it. I got Snowy home after a brief tantrum, if I'm being honest, because she wouldn't register because it took a minute for the codes to kick in. I got her registered, and that became my account, my Bearville account. That became what I would go to. A few months later, they had their Halloween release, their October releases, I should say, because not everything was Halloween themed. It was like fall. But they had a cat who was also somewhere where I'm not going to go grab her because I am lazy. They released a black cat called Lucky Kitty. I liked the cat. I liked her. I didn't see her. I don't see her as a Halloween thing. I saw her as a cat with pretty purple eyes and glittery paws. Because she does have glitter paws. You just can't see them in photos. And we went back to the Build-A-Bear as like a last thing before our dad came to get us so we could live with him because, reasons. And so we went back to the Build-A-Bear, and I got the cat, and she got registered to my Bearville account. So yippee! I have 2 Bearville animals, and they're so cute, and I love to play this game because I loved it. I loved the mini games. I love it. So I didn't get to go to Build-A-Bear often, so I would just play Bearville. I would buy the character clothes. I would explore that map. I would take part in events, and then for my 14th birthday, we got to go again. Well, it was not just because of my birthday. I'd done well in school and got an award, and Papa said, hey, we can go to Build-A-Bear because of this. And I went to Build-A-Bear, and I got Fluttershy from the My Little Pony collection. And because it was my birthday, she's my only Build-A-Bear who could talk. I say could because her sound chip stopped working a while ago. And so she could talk, and I got her home, and I don't believe I got her registered right away. I think there was something. Oh, I think that's when my first computer broke or something another. I don't have the best track record with computers. But when I finally did get her registered, I had 3. Uno, dos, tres. Little virtual animals to love on who would sit in my backpack as I explored the town of Bearville. And then 2015 came. And Build-A-Bear decided through, I guess, guest surveys, although I'm not sure who all was saying, no, I don't play that game. Because everyone who went to Build-A-Bear that I knew of, they played that game. And they decided, well, hey, we're going to shut this down, and we're going to make a new play place. Their idea of a new play place is printables and YouTube videos. That's it. And you would think, oh, I'm sure the game will still be there. No, did you not hear me? They shut it down. It does not exist anymore. And now I have 11 Build-A-Bears, counting the original 3, 4 technically, that came with Bearville access codes. And every time I go to Build-A-Bear, I think, what would my teddy bear look like in Bearville? What would this look like in Bearville? Oh, what would I be doing in Bearville today? And this year I've been scrolling around on my Twitter, because I have a Twitter, and thing doesn't like me. I have Twitter, and if you search Bearville, people, like, websites were asking, okay, what early 2000s game did you play? And it was like Club Penguin, Toontown, Pixie Hollow, Webkins, Bearville. Bearville was one of the options, and a lot of people were saying Bearville, Pixie Hollow, Club Penguin. Like, those were the three I saw the most. And, Disney shuts down Club Penguin to make room for Club Penguin Island, which wasn't as popular, so they shut that down. I wouldn't know. I never got into Club Penguin. But, people want Bearville. Like, you can search it, and people will be DMing and messaging Bearville, Build-A-Bear, not Bearville, and we want Bearville. We think it's time for a revival. Can you please do this? And they say, no, we don't have the technology to do it. And I'm over here like, they don't. And their stores, I don't know if you've ever seen a Build-A-Bear store, but their stores now are slowly integrating electronics. Like, some of the bigger stores, not mine, have, like, you had the wash station, I remember this. There was this little station where you could give your Build-A-Bear a bath. And now it's a screen. I don't have that in mind. They took that. They shut down the little wash fluff station, whatever it was called. They say no, and I'm over here like, but you make app after app after app, which doesn't last long, by the way, because they'll shut them down. They took Merry Mission away. I liked Merry Mission, and they took it away. Like, they still released the collection, but the collection doesn't correspond with the app anymore, and there are no Promise Pet apps. Like, there was the Promise Pet collection, which is still going on strong, but no app for that either. So their only app now is Kobu Party Pops Prize, which I do have, and it's okay. It's a generic bubble popping matching game. Think Candy Crush or Bubble Witch or any other game of that nature. That's that. And they're like, oh, but you can, if you like, you can take a picture of your little Kobu Pop and she'll be in the game with you. And I'm over here like, yes, but I could also buy this character for 700 something cookies in game. That's not special. It's not special. I want Bearville. I want Bearville really, really bad. And so do a lot of other, like, nostalgic young adults. But they don't listen. Or they listen, but they ignore us. And, the kicker, their tweet where they said basically no, was released on the anniversary of the Bearville shutdown last year. No, year before, I think. Yeah, tell me that isn't cool. But I truly believe that at some point, someone, the CEO, is going to come to her senses and be like, okay, we can do this now. We have, because online multiplayer games are really, really, really popular right now. Really, really, really popular. Like, you can't get a regular video game and there not be some form of online DLC. And the only reason I know this is because my brother plays video games. He plays a lot of video games. And he could talk to me all day about DLC, like I could talk to him all day about Build-A-Bear. But, just Just do it. Just bring it back. Please. I would love to re-register my little Build-A-Bears. And oh my goodness, I would love that so much. But it's like, I look at the screenshots of those mini games and my tablet keeps falling. But I just, oh my gosh, I just miss it. I cannot explain to you enough. I miss Bearville. I want Bearville. I want it, I want it, I want it. But there is hope. There is hope. Club Penguin got its brief revival from people got together and they created Club Penguin Rewritten, which I don't know if it's still active. It might be. I don't know. And so now Bearville fans are trying to do the same. They're trying to create a Bearville rewritten. And I would love that. Poor baby. But until that happens, until I go back to Bearville, I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, actually, I do know what I'm going to do. I'm going to hug my Build-A-Bear, daydream about dressing her up in clothes, and hope for the best. That's all I can do. That is all I can do. Funny how that works.